Alright, so we skipped a few steps in the video, but we've already taped and floated this corner and we're getting ready to set our shower pan. But first we need to put our drain in. So I'm teaching my wife right now how to put a drain in. So you got two pieces. This is an OD glue in 2-inch drain. And you got the top ring, you got a rubber seal, and you got a friction ring, and you got your bottom part that screws on. So friction ring goes on the bottom, seal goes here. This comes from underneath, this comes from the top, and it screws on until it tightens. But you still need to create a seal right here. So we use some OD plumbing putty, and I've rolled some out into a snake right here. And we're going to take and put it around our drain, pinch it off right here, make one piece all the way around it. And this is going to make a seal on our shower pan. So I'm going to stick this from the other side. I'm going to get it hand tight. And once I get it hand tight, it comes with this little piece that you stick down in here. And then you can use a screwdriver to help hold it while you tighten it up. And you can use a pair of pliers on the other side if you need to. I'm going to see if I can get this done. Might mess up the video. I'm going to reach over, stick it on there. I'll put my rubber seal first, then my friction ring, and then my threaded piece. Start to get it tight, lean it down. Hand tight, put a couple of turns with the pliers. I need one size up for channel locks, but I don't have them with me right now. Alright, we'll call it good. We'll get a bigger pair of channel locks when I finish tightening this off, and then we'll set this shower pan. I wasn't able to find my other channel locks, but I got a strap wrench. I finished tightening up the drain, and now the shower pan is just not quite sitting level. So we're going to mix up some mortar and take this back out, lay a bed of mortar in here. We'll set it down in there and we'll wiggle it until it's level. And then we'll use these little clips and we'll tear them off, and we'll put one on each stud and put a screw into the wall to hold that down, and we'll let it sit overnight until we put the walls up. So we just got some quickcrete mortar and got my drill with a little mixer paddle. We got our lovely assistant over here working the hose. So we're gonna mix it up in this bucket and then we'll take it inside. Mud about this thick. Should be enough to hold the shower up, but also firm enough where I can level it out. And I marked about where our shower is in here. So I'll spread some mud out, trowel it out, and we'll set our shower pan. You might make a little bit of a mess. We don't want to get too close to our drain because it'll squeeze in there and make a mess where we're trying to plumb later. I'm not going to go all the way out to the walls or all the way to the front. It really doesn't need it. going to squeeze out. All right, so we got our bed of mud in there. We left a little bit of a gap around the drain and around the walls. So once we squeeze this down, all these little grates are going to kind of disperse the mud a little bit. Some of it's going to fill up in there, but some of it's going to spread out. So we didn't want to get too close to the front and squeeze it out the front, too close to the sides because there's nothing really to support there. So we'll stick it in here and see if we can't get it level. This is why it's important to dry fit it several times before you stick it down as well, so you know that you're going to go in the right way. And then we're going to start leveling it out in the back. So we'll start in the middle. Needs to go this way just a little bit. Level over there. I went and got my drill. We use some number 6 by 1 inch stainless pan head screws, so they're set as flush as we can, and the little clips that they provided with the shower pan. And we screwed it into all the studs all the way around, and we got it level now. So we'll let it dry, and then we'll come back tomorrow and put the shower walls up. All right, we let the shower pan sit overnight, and I went ahead and got the back wall in. It's just got 3 little tabs that it locks in, and you screw it against the back wall, and you get it level against this front face. And luckily everything was pretty square. So I'm gonna get the second piece put up, and then there's one wall piece here, one wall piece over here. Now this shower is made for direct to stud, and we are screwing it over the sheetrock. So we're doing this a little backwards, but it's because they didn't sell one for the mobile home that fit exactly the size we were doing. And so I decided, I saw one in a demo room, and it looked good enough. So it's screwed up here, and then this top flange and all the way around the outside, they just put a trim board on it instead of sheetrocking. So usually you would put this up before the sheetrock, screw this directly to the stud, and you put sheetrock over this flange. But we're doing a little backwards, just put a trim board over it afterwards. This is just temporarily get us through a couple more years until we can get us a new house built and move on. So the instructions said it would just snap in down here. There it goes. Drill said to just put one screw in the middle, but we don't have a stud in the middle, so we're going to put one screw right here. Leave it a little loose. Now we can get our wall, and we'll put this wall up, and then we're going to take a break and have some dinner, and I'll cut the hole for the shower valve on the other wall, and we'll get the other wall up, and hopefully we'll be done with getting the shower installed tonight. Right, we got our other wall here. So how this works, there's 4 little tabs right here, and on the back of this wall there's some little slots, and you start with the wall a little higher, slide it in, and then come down. I've done one of these before in our cottage, and these are extremely brittle. One of these is already actually partially broke off just from being in the store. But this is going to hold everything on the back wall. Once you get it in here and down, it'll hold it with screws all the way over here. I'm going to start high and in the groove. And come slide down. And it says we don't want more than a 30-second gap down here. So this looks like it's sitting pretty level. We want all that tight. So I'm going to start with a screw down here at the bottom and get it held in place, and then we'll adjust the top with some shims. this is why we put all the blocking in the wall, so that we can screw into here and not have to worry about hitting the stud. We'll keep doing that all the way up. Make sure everything's tight, and we'll see you in a little bit. Had our dinner and marked out my hole, and I cut it. My multi-tool blade burned up on the first one, and so I switched over to a jigsaw blade, metal blade with really fine teeth, and it cut right through there. So the box does warn this can cause cancer, so make sure you don't breathe any of it in. And we're gonna start over in this corner and try to get it put in. Alright, we got it all in there. All in at the bottom. And go ahead and put one screw in, and we'll shim anything that needs shimmed. I'm going to stop filming so I can get my lovely assistant to help hold this.